trying to see if this is on or not. So if I am live right now, then I apologize. I'm just blankly staring at the screen. I am waiting to see if it's coming up or not. This is the first time I've been trying to go live for a while. This is the first time I've actually got it going. So let me see. So make sure, if you guys are watching this, make sure that you go on and throw some comments on the video and let me know you guys can see the video okay. You know what I should do is I'm going to do this simultaneously on Facebook Live. This will make it a lot easier. I'm going to do the same video on Facebook Live at the same exact time. That way you guys have a choice to watch on Facebook or watch on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to do them both. All right, so hello everyone. I am simultaneously going live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. Trying to, at least. So throw some comments. If you're watching on the Facebook video, let me know if you can see the YouTube video and vice versa, because I'm trying to do both. Anyway, so I wanted to do a video that kind of explains what I went through on this adventure that I had in Tennessee last week. And I had a lot of people asking questions, a lot of people Facebooking me and messaging me and asking me about what was going on with the trip, what I was doing, where I was fishing. And I was going to do updates as I went, but after you hear the story behind it, you'll kind of understand why I've been social media silent about the whole thing for the last 3 or 4 days. It's been pretty tough. So if you guys are just joining, by the way, on Facebook Live, I am also broadcasting on my YouTube channel at Bassquatch Hunter. I'm doing them both live at the same time. It's my first time doing a live YouTube video, so I'm trying to test it out. And so if you do leave the Facebook one and go to the YouTube one, shoot me a comment. Let me know if it's working on YouTube, because I can't see the YouTube comments right now until afterwards. So if you comment on the YouTube video, I won't be able to comment on it or answer questions till later. On the Facebook Live video, I'll be able to answer questions as I see them on here. So anyway, hold on one second. All right. So for those of you who haven't been watching, last week I went down to Tennessee to film the first episode of the Bassquatch Hunter TV YouTube series that I'm doing this season. Phil, the YouTube channel is Bassquatch Hunter TV. If you go on to BassquatchHunter.com, you can go to the YouTube channel that way too. So last week I went down to Tennessee to film the first episode. My first guest angler was Chad Hoover from Kayak Bass Fishing and Kayak Bassing TV. So we were setting this up for a long period of time in advance. We were making plans. We're setting up camera crews, film crews, a lot of local fishermen to help do guide services, you know, check out lakes ahead of time. I was setting up cameras. I was setting up gear. We were doing a lot of things in advance to make sure that everything went smoothly and to make sure that everything was going to work out as planned, which is what anyone would do when it's something that's, you know, this exciting and this important. And then, so let me walk you through what happened here. So this is also why I was Facebook silent and social media silent completely during this trip. So on Wednesday, we left Michigan. We drove down to Kentucky, which was about 6.5 hours, right around Florence, Lexington. We stopped, got a hotel for the night. So our plan was we'll get a hotel halfway through. We'll finish the drive in the morning. It'll make it a lot easier. So we stopped to get a hotel. We had to find a hotel that allowed dogs because we had our little dog with us. That was interesting enough as it was. So we found a hotel. Every 5 minutes that we got in the hotel, every noise that our little dog hears, he barks. Every single little teeny crack on the floor, door opening, voice, he barks really loud. So about 5 to 10 minutes at a time, we would wake up and wanting to kill our dog. So we got about, me and my wife together probably got about, I'd say, a half hour of sleep that night. So anyway, we got back on the road in the morning. We're getting ready to leave the hotel. Someone pulled the fire alarm as we're getting ready to pack up and leave. So that was another fun part of our morning. After having no sleep all night, we had to, thank you, Phil. I appreciate it, by the way. So we had to fight through the noise of the fire alarm, run out the door, all of our stuff, check out, get back on the road again. So we had about 6.5 hours more to get to Tennessee. So I was driving down to Sale Creek, Tennessee, which is where my in-laws live. We were driving down there so my wife could stay with her parents and I could say hi to her mom and dad. And then I had another adventure driving over to meet Chad. So we finished the 6.5, 7 hours, I think it was, left. Got to Sale Creek, Tennessee, which is, if this is Tennessee, then we were down in this corner for Sale Creek. I had to drive from Michigan down to here, drop off my wife, then drive 3 hours up to here by Nashville to meet up with Chad and start filming the episode. So I'm gonna try to keep this short. So what we did was, the plan was driving all day Wednesday, get to Sale Creek Wednesday, Wednesday night, drive to Nashville, stay the night out there, go fishing all day Friday, go filming everything Friday, or Thursday, sorry. Stay the night out in Nashville again, and then Friday go out all day filming, fishing again. And then Saturday, I was going to go up by myself on Chickamauga or somewhere on the Tennessee River by myself and do some just peaceful fishing and any extra footage I needed. So that was the plan. So when I get down to Tennessee, after having no sleep, driving forever, for some reason on Wednesday night, I get the flu, like a terrible, like deathly, terrible feeling flu. Can't hold down any food, any water, can barely even stand up straight. Every time I moved, I was vomiting. It was terrible. I had a fever going from 101 to 99.5, just nonstop, no matter what I did. So needless to say, I got no sleep on Wednesday night, and we had to cancel filming on Thursday. So Thursday we couldn't film. I couldn't fish. I couldn't do anything. I was just sick. So the film crew we had set up couldn't make it, obviously, because I wasn't there. So there's no film crew. The guides, everything we had set up for Thursday, just completely awash, done. So then we're like, okay, it'll be fine. We'll catch up Friday. Friday will be fine. So then Friday, out of nowhere, the wonderful weather down in Tennessee, there was like a flood warning. There was nonstop rain. It was like 8 hours solid of rain. So all the river levels were incredibly high. They were solid chocolate milk brown. They were almost dangerous to be on. So we couldn't kayak any of the rivers that we planned on. Anywhere that we actually were planning for weeks to fish was out the window. So we missed Thursday and Friday, the 2 days that we had everybody set up, everything ready to go. I was sick all day Thursday. I had no sleep Wednesday, no sleep Tuesday night. Just all this coming to a head. So what happened was, this is where it gets better finally. This is where the news gets a little bit better. So Friday, around, I think it was around noon, I felt better. I kicked my fever. I didn't want to go to Chad's house and get his whole family sick, so I want to make sure my fever was gone first. So my fever was gone. I was like, you know what? I'm doing a 3-hour drive. I'm good to go. So we got to do it. So I drove out towards Nashville. I met up with Chad. I got there, met up with Chad, met up with Christy, his fiance, his kids, everything. We decided we're going to go fishing that night instead. So we had all day to hang out and catch up and, you know, talk shop and go over fishing stuff. So that was a lot better, at least. I was like, okay, finally we're getting started. We'll go fishing Friday night. We'll go fishing Saturday and then see what happens. We'll do the best we can. We have no camera crew. We have no drone pilots. We have we have nothing. We're literally just going off on a whim. We don't have our fishing spots that we planned on doing. Nothing that we plan on doing. So it's all kind of off the hip. So we go out at midnight. Midnight, we hit the water. We go out to the Cumberland River by the steam plant. We're going for 30 to 50 pound stripers. I've never caught a striper. I was so excited. My adrenaline kicked in and I was wide awake by the time we got there. So we paddle out there at midnight and pitch black. It was beautiful. It was peaceful. I was so excited to get out there. We get up on the barrier, start casting right away. We had a fellow Feel Free team member, Chris Bryant, who's really knowledgeable in the area. He's a very good fisherman, does a lot of good striper fishing down there. He was out there showing us how to catch striper. So he was catching striper all week. He was doing great. So we were like, all right, we're good. We feel pretty confident. Me and Chad made a side bet that whoever got the smallest striper had to run around Walmart in lingerie. Like we knew we were catching fish. So from midnight until around 8 o'clock in the morning, we didn't sleep. We didn't, and we had some snack foods, some drinks, and that was it. We sat in the dark in that same spot casting from midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 hours with no striper, no fish. None of us caught fish. I did manage sometime throughout the night. I did manage to get like a 40-inch gar pike, which I've never caught a 40-inch gar pike. So that was pretty cool. But just to add to the things that weren't working right, I asked Chad to take a video of it really quick or take a picture of it because I wanted a memory of this at least because it was a really cool looking fish. I mean, the nose on it was huge. It was pretty cool. So he's doing a live Instagram video at the same time. So he thought he would just put it live on Instagram and didn't know what happened to the video or anything like that. Turns out that after you do a live Instagram video, the video erases. There's no record of the video. It's a live in the moment kind of thing. So once you go live on Instagram, it's done. So that video was gone. I have no proof that I caught that gar pike. So either way, noon or midnight till 8 in the morning, nobody caught a fish. So somewhere around that time, we decided, okay, we're all tired. We all are getting ready to fall asleep in our kayaks. Let's get back out of the water. So we paddled all the way back down the Cumberland River and loaded up our kayaks, loaded up all of our gear, got in the truck, went back to the house for a minute, grabbed more stuff, more gear, charged some of my camera gear for a minute. Then we took off to another river that we're going to go to. Well, that river ended up having ridiculous wind speed. The rain the day before destroyed the river. It was like chocolate milk, so it wasn't really fishable. Chris Bryant went out there first and checked it out, actually, and by the time we got there, it just wasn't good. So after we walked around there trying to figure that out, we went to another spot in the river. I think it was like another 45 minutes or something like that. We drove down. We found a little hidden lake kind of tucked in. I think it was called Couchville Lake. I think it was called Couchville Lake, I think. You'll see in the video. But either way, so we get out there. The wind's picking up and the water's pretty dark, but we're like, you know what? Let's just try it. This is our last shot. We've been nonstop doing nothing but driving and fishing for 20 hours, and we haven't caught a fish. None of us. So nothing was working out. So then we get out on this new little hidden lake that's got a little river attached to it. Felt pretty good. The scenery was amazing. You guys will see it in the video when I finish the episode. It's beautiful there. It's all rockscapes and there's no vegetation. It's all sand and rocks and rock piles. We're marking fish like crazy. So we fish out there until 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock at night, like 5 p.m. And I had nothing. I caught no fish whatsoever. Chris Bryant caught no fish. I don't think he caught any fish at all. Chad caught 3 really small fish, 3 dinks. I mean, I didn't even get to see them. And that was in one spot that he was just hitting over and over and over. So that was our day. So long story short, we had a lot of things go wrong. Nothing went to plan. And the main reason why I'm telling you all this too is I kept this all off social media because I don't want to put anything negative because there wasn't really anything negative about this. I mean, me being sick and having a flu and missing 2 days and the 2 days that we planned on fishing, so we had all of our camera crew there. Nothing went to plan, but I still got to go fishing when it's ice in Michigan. I can't fish right here in Michigan. All the lakes are frozen. I have nowhere to fish up here. So I still got to fish. I got to fish with some awesome people. I got to fish with Chad Hoover for 20 hours straight. Got to fish with Chris Bryant, another Feel Free team member. Got to meet a lot of cool people down south, and it was a lot of fun. And that was, I mean, completely worth it. So the episode isn't going to be nearly what I originally planned, but it's gonna be good, and I hope that you guys love it still. I hope that it's good content. Um, I just have a lot more editing to do just because there was no fish, or I didn't catch any fish at least. So there'll be some footage of some other fish, but not ones that I caught. But that's why this weekend was so eventful, though. There was a lot of things went wrong and a lot of things went right, and it ended up being an awesome time. And I wouldn't change it because it was very eventful and it was definitely different. I'll be going back and filming part 2 to the episode very soon here, probably in the next like 6 to 8 weeks, just to kind of make up for this one. So it'll definitely be good. But I wanted to cover a few other things really quick in this video about my whole experience. A lot of guys were messaging me, asking me questions about Chad, asking me questions about fishing with Chad, and how it was to get to hang out with him. You know, all the stuff like that. And I wanted to answer some of those questions, and kind of give you guys my input on the whole thing, kind of put you guys in that seat. Oh yeah, before I move on top of that, I got a brand new GoPro. One of my new cameras was a GoPro Hero 5, which stopped working the first day I started using it. It started getting errors all over it. I actually just fixed it just now. I spent a long time on the phone with GoPro to figure out how to fix it. So now I got that working. So that was another thing. I lost a lot of my own footage on that too. So either way, and then we had 12-hour drive home. We got home last night. So the big part that I took away from all this, though, is I got to hang out with Chad Hoover. I mean, that dude's the dude, you know. I got to learn a lot about filming. I got to learn about a lot of different baits that I've never seen or used, a lot of different fishing techniques. I mean, the knowledge that guy has and that he's willing to share with all of us is incredible, and I can't thank him enough for that. I mean, that guy knows so much. It's incredible. His fiance is amazing too. Those of you who don't know Christy, his fiance, check out a lot of their videos. The miles between videos on his channel are incredible. On the Kayak Bassing TV YouTube channel, the miles between videos are him and his fiance in the car together, and they're hilarious. They're so funny. But Christy is just like Chad. They are two of the funniest people I've ever met. You can't be around them without your stomach hurting. But she cooked food for me. It was just incredible. It was such a great experience. I can't wait to go back and do it again. I can't talk enough about how great they were and how it was like I've known them for 25 years as soon as I saw them. But anyway, so I wanted to answer a lot of the questions about Chad, just from my point of view, and give my opinion on it, and kind of go from there. So a lot of people were asking me if he was the same way as he is in his videos, in his YouTube videos, where he's kind of, or Facebook videos even, where he's kind of silly and goofy and, you know, plays around a lot, stuff like that. A lot of other people were asking me if he was super serious and like really hard to be around and intimidating at all and stuff like that. And it was funny because I never looked at him differently, I guess, because he's a guy. It's Chad Hoover. He's just a guy. But he is exactly the way that you all think. That's the cool part too. He's a really funny dude. Everything he says is hilarious. I found out he used to be a writer for a lot of comedians, and which makes sense. I mean, that dude, almost everything that guy says, even if it's mean about me, it's funny. So like all of his midget jokes are hilarious. They're funny. I can't help it. They're funny. But he's one of the funniest dudes that I've ever met too. He's great to talk to. You know, he's a great fisherman, obviously, a lot of knowledge. He's a great father. I mean, his kids love him. He's so funny with his kids too. They broke out in an impromptu airsoft fight. One of his kids shot him with an airsoft gun, and I was like, "Oh, Chad's gonna get mad." Chad's a big dude. He's like 6 foot something, I think, 6 foot. He's a really big dude. So his son walks over and shoots him, and I was like, "Oh man, Chad's gonna go crazy. Chad's gonna hurt this kid." So Chad runs out and gets like the assault rifle airsoft gun and starts sniping, like hiding in the backyard, picking this kid off. Like, it was so funny. And like they just got in a random like 45-minute long airsoft war. So that's kind of like how the dude is. He's just very easygoing guy. He's a good dad, a good fiance, a good friend. Just a cool person, man. So if you guys haven't met him yet, head down to the KBF Open in March. He's actually getting married at the KBF Open, which is another testament to how cool that dude is. So go check out Kayak Bassing TV and look at all of his videos. Check out his channel. If you don't subscribe already, then definitely check him out. Also, the KBF Open National Championship and the Young Guns Tournament down in Paris, Tennessee in March. He is getting married at that event. So if you haven't met him yet, come down there, do the KBF Open, say hi to him, get to know him. He's a really cool dude. And then make sure you guys check out the YouTube channel. Check out Bassquatch Hunter TV at bassquatchhunter.com. And shoot me a subscribe, shoot me a like on this video, and make sure you watch out for the new episode, man. I'm excited. I got a lot of work to do on it, a whole lot of work to do on it, because things didn't go the way they were supposed to. So we didn't have all the camera crew and everything, so I had to do a lot of it myself. I didn't catch any fish, so that made it a lot different too. But I've been editing all day today. I've spent probably 11 hours today editing, and I will keep on working on it all week and get it out to you as soon as I can. But if you have any questions, please shoot them on this video. Shoot some thumbs ups on here. Subscribe to the channel, like the Facebook page, do all that stuff, do all your support you can so I can keep this going. And I will answer any questions you guys post on here as soon as I can get to them. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome night. And that's it. Keep watching for cool stuff.